Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and girls and boys, and welcome to the West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center. And now, West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center proudly presents Annie Jr.
It's all right, Molly. Annie's here. It was my mom, Annie. We was riding on a ferry boat, and she was holding me up to see all the big ships. And then I couldn't find her no more. Below. It was only a dream. Now you gotta get back to sleep. It's after 3 o'clock. Annie, read me your note. Again, please.
Oh, here it comes again.
Please take good care of our little darling. Her name is Annie.
She was born on October 28th. We will be back to get her soon. We have left half a silver locket around her neck, and we have the other half, so that when we come back for her, you will know that she's our baby.
Oh my goodness, now they're laughing. All right, do you want to sleep with your teeth inside your mouth or out? Gee, I dream about having a mother and father again, Annie. But you're lucky. You really got them. I know. Somewhere. Maybe far away, or maybe real nearby. He may be pouring her coffee. She may be straightening his tie. Maybe in a house My folks are never coming for me. I gotta go find them.
Annie, you're crazy. Miss Hannigan will catch you and give you the paddle.
I don't care. I'm getting out of here. Okay, I'm ready. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Annie. So long, Becca. And good luck.
Aha! Caught you. I hear you. I always hear you. Get up! Get up, all of you! Turn around. I said turn around. There. Now what do you say? What do you say?
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Run, orphan.
I'm not an orphan. My mother and father left a note saying they loved me and that they would come back for me.
That was 1922. This is 1933. Get up! Now, for this one shenanigans, y'all all get down on your knobby little knees and clean this dump till it shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
But it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
But it's 4 o'clock and then get to work!
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now! Why any kid would want to be an orphan? I'll never know.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life.
all get hot mush this morning.
Yay!
You get cold mush. And after you mush, you go straight to your sewing machines. There's no order of dresses you'll finish today if you have to work straight through to midnight.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now line up.
Laundry man.
Bundles!
Morning, kids. Clean sheets once a month, whenever you need them or not. Hey, Aggie, how's the Prius gal at 14th Street?
Bundles, get out of here with that laundry.
Okay, so long, gorgeous. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Bundles!
Huh? You call this clean, Annie? This place is like a pigsty. Annie? Annie! Where is Annie?
Annie ain't here!
Oh, what do you mean? Annie here.
She went with Mr. Bundles.
In the laundry bin.
Bundles! Police! Looks like there's no more hug knock life for Annie.
Lucky that she gets away. But we're gonna have to pay. Gonna get our faces slashed. Gonna get our knuckles wrapped. It's our knuck life. It's our knuck life. It's a hard knock life.
Excuse me, but could you donate an apple to the orphans' picnic?
Sure, kid. Why not? No one ain't buying them anyway.
Gee, thanks.
Say, kid, when's the orphans' picnic?
As soon as I take a bite.
Have you seen any stray mutts around here?
No, sir.
Good, then they must be running wild over to Astor Place.
Hey, here's one they didn't catch. They're after you, ain't they? They're after me, too. But don't worry, I won't let them get you or me. If not today, then maybe. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick on my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
No! Little girl, come here!
Yes, officer?
That dog there, ain't he a stray?
A stray? Oh no, officer. He's my dog.
Your dog, huh? So what's his name?
His name is Sandy. That's it, Sandy. I call him Sandy because of his nice sandy color.
Sandy color? All right, let's see him answer to his name.
You mean when I call him?
Right, when you call him by his name, Sandy.
Well, you see, officer, I just got him.
Call him!
Sandy! Here, boy! Sandy! Good Sandy. Good old Sandy.
I guess he is your dog. Next time you take him out, I want to see him on a leash and with a license. Or else he's going to the pound, you understand?
Yes, on a leash and with a license.
Now run along then before you catch your death of cold in this weather.
Oh, I don't mind the weather.
Let me see that. Thousands of once-up fluid Americans once lived today in a makeshift town called Hooverville. Hooverville? What's that name?
How did it go today, Alice?
7 million people in this town, and you can't even sell one lousy apple.
And in New York City alone, there are more than a dozen Hoovervilles. Riverside Drive, Central Park. Hey, here we are, 59th Street Bridge.
Hooray! Today we're living in a shanty. Today we're shrouded in cornmeal.
Today I'm stealing coal from fires. Who knew I could steal?
I used to winter in the tropics and spend my summers at the shore. I used to throw away the paper. We don't anymore. We like to thank you, Herbert Hoover, for really showing us the way. We like to thank you, Herbert Hoover, you made us what we are today. The Rarity was round the corner, the cozy cottage built for two, and this blue heaven that you gave us, yes, we're turning blue.
They offered us a sit in Hoover. We paid attention and we chose. Not only did we pay attention, we paid through the nose.
And everybody said chicken,
But Herbert Hoover, he forgot.
not only don't we have the chicken, we ain't got the pot. Hey, Herbie, you left behind the great formation, so Herbert hats are off you. We're up to here with admiration.
Come down and have a little stew.
Come down and share some Christmas dinner.
Ho, ho.
Share and bring the missus too. We got no turkey for our stuffing. Why don't we stuff you? We'd like to thank you, Herbert Hoover, for really showing us the way. You dirty vacuum, you're rock vacuum, made us what we are today. Come and get it, Herb. Excuse me, folks, but did anybody here leave a red-headed kid in an orphanage 11 years ago? No, Sergeant.
Madam Zimashores, dinner is served.
Hooray! Soup is on. Hey, kid, you hungry?
Nah,
No? Okay.
but my dog is.
Come on, kid. And bring your dog too.
I'll get her cup. Here, use mine.
Gee, thanks.
Call me Sophie.
I'm Annie, and this is my dog, Sandy.
Pleased to meet ya. Eat your fill, honey.
Thanks.
Hits the spot, don't it?
Hey, kid, what you doing out alone this time of night?
I'm looking for my mom and dad. They're lost.
Lost? And how long have you been looking for them?
11 years.
Now that's lost.
Don't worry, kid. You'll find them.
You bet I'll find them.
Hey, now that's something we haven't heard since 1928.
What?
Optimism. What do we gotta be optimistic about? Look at us, life's a nightmare.
Well, you gotta have a dream
Traffic rattling overhead all night.
to wake you up from your nightmares.
Empty pockets.
Well, at least you got pockets.
Freezing fingers.
At least you got empty pockets.
Newspapers for blankets.
You could read in bed.
I love this kid!
You should have been a politician, kid.
You really got away with words. Yeah, you should have been on the ballot.
All the mother guys were for the birds.
Oh, you bums out of here! They're not bums. We're tearing down this junk pile now! All yous, out of here! What? What? What?
Yeah.
Molly just threw up on it.
Little girls, everywhere I turn, I can see them. Little girls, night and day I eat, sleep, and breathe them. I'm an ordinary woman with feelings. I'd like a man to nibble on my hand, but I'll admit, no man has bits. So how come I'm the mother of the year? Little cheeks, little teeth, everything around me is little. If I wring little necks, surely I will get an acquittal. Some women are dripping with diamonds. Some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with. Little girl.
You cheated! I did not!
How I hate little shoes, little socks, and each little bloomer. I'd cracked years ago, if it weren't for my sense of humor. Someday I'll step on their freckles. Some night I'll straighten their curls. Send a flood, send a blue, anything that you can do to little girl.
And now, CBS Radio brings you Ma Perkins. Ma's daughter Faye is going to marry Carl Michaels. On Friday, Carl went back to Chicago.
Oh, Carl, don't go back to Chicago.
But no sooner had Carl left town than Dr. Andrew came to tell Ma that
Yeah,
Faye got in
coming.
a terrible car
Miss
accident.
Hannigan,
Wait,
is it?
stop, Carl.
Yes.
The thief
I'm Lieutenant
never
Ward
came
of the
back.
17th Precinct. We found her runaway.
Oh, thank you, officer.
She was over to the river in one of them Hoovervilles with a bunch of bums.
They weren't bums!
Had a mangy mo with her, but he got away.
Oh, pumpkin, out in the freezing cold with just that thin sweater. I hope you didn't catch influenza. Thanks so much again, officer.
All in the line of duty. And you! Don't ever let me hear again that you run away from this nice lady.
Good afternoon, officer. Now, I'm gonna have your head, and the next time you walk out that door, it'll be 1953. Well, are you glad to be back? Huh?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar! What's the one thing I always taught you? Never tell a lie. Well, what's the one thing I always taught you?
Never tell a lie, Miss Hannigan.
Oh,
Noon, Miss Hannigan?
yes.
I'm Grace Farrellin.
Hold it, sister. If it's beauty products you're peddling,
I don't need any.
I'm not peddling anything. I'm private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks? The millionaire?
Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite an orphan to spend the Christmas holidays with him in his home.
Sure he wouldn't rather have a lady? I've got 2 weeks coming. What sort of orphan did you have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi. Capital MISSI, double SI, double PI. Mississippi.
And cheerful.
Shut up! And how old?
Oh, I'd say 8 or 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11 would be perfect. And oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers red-headed children.
11. A redhead. Sorry, we don't have any orphans like that.
What about this child right here?
Annie? Oh no, you don't want her. She's a liar and big trouble.
I'm sure. Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' house?
Oh boy, I'd love to.
You can have any orphan here, but not Annie.
Perhaps I should call the Board of Orphans and...
Okay. I'm an easy gal to get along with. If it's Annie you want, it's Annie you get.
It's Annie I want.
Oh boy!
And if you get her coat, I'll take her right along now.
Coat? She don't got no coat.
Then we'll buy her one.
Oh boy!
Come on, dear. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is waiting outside.
Oh boy, I can hardly believe it.
She can hardly believe it.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan. Season greetings.
Hey kids, guess what? I'm getting out for the Christmas. All right, Tia.
Hi, Annie.
Bye, Miss Hannigan.
Good afternoon, Miss Farrell.
Good afternoon, Drake, everyone.
Miss?
Has Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, miss. We're expecting him any minute.
Do you really live here, or is this just a train station?
We really live here. Now, would you all come over here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone.
This is Annie. She'll be with us for Christmas. Annie, this is everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Miss? May I take your coat, miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, dear. Now, what would you like to do first?
The floors. I'll scrub them first, then I'll get to the windows.
Annie, you won't have to do any cleaning. You're our guest. Cecile will pick out all your clothes.
No blue, I think.
Your bath is drawn by Mrs. Greer.
No bubbles, I think.
And Ned comes in to make your bed.
No satin, I think.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
When you wake, ring for Drake. Drake will bring your tray. When you're through, Mrs. Pugh Hello, everybody.
Sir? How was your flight from Chicago?
Not bad. Only took 11 hours. Grace,
Yes, sir?
messages?
President Roosevelt wants you to call him at the White House.
I'll get back to them tomorrow. All right, good to see you all again. Sir. Drake, dismiss the staff.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Warbucks?
And Grace, if you'll get your notebook. Who is that?
This is Amy, sir, the orphan that'll be with us for Christmas.
The orphan? That's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
You just said orphan, sir, so I chose a girl.
Well, I suppose she'll have to do. Annie, huh? Annie what?
Oh, I'm just Annie. I haven't got any last name. I'm sorry I'm not a boy.
Not at all, couldn't be happier. Grace, we'll get started on the iron ore shipments from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this child?
It is her first night here, sir.
It is? Well, Annie, I guess we ought to do something special on your first night. Would you like to go to a movie?
Gosh, Mr. Warbucks, I'd love to. I've heard a lot about them, but I've never been to one.
Then something must be done right away, and only the best for you. You'll go to the Roxy, then have an ice cream soda at Rumpel Myers and a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Oh, boy!
Grace, forget about the dictation for tonight. Instead, you take Annie to the movies.
Yes, sir.
Oh, gee.
Something wrong, Annie?
No, it's just that... Oh, gee.
What's wrong, child? You don't want to go to the Roxy?
I want to. It's just that I thought you were going to take me.
Me? Oh, no. I'm afraid I'll be far too
Oh,
busy.
gee.
You see, Annie, I've just been away for 6 weeks, and when a man is running a multi-billion-dollar corporation that has...
Oh, sure. I understand.
Great. Grace, now I'll be able to... Grace, cancel the dictation for tonight. Instead, I have a date to go to the movies with a 10-year-old girl.
11.
11. I was mistaken. Drake, coats. Grace, you'll come too, of course.
Oh, gee. Will you be wanting the Bentley or the Duesenberg?
The Duesenberg. Wait. This child's been cooped up in an orphanage. We'll walk.
Walk to the Roxy?
Sure, why not? It's only 45 bucks away. Ah, smell that. Marvelous. Fifth Avenue bus fumes. There's no air quite like the air of New York. As the man says, after New York, every place else is West Hampton. NYC, what is it about you? You're big, you're loud, you're tough. NYC, I go years without you, then I can't get enough of cab drivers answering back in language far from pure. Enough of frankfurters answering back, brother, you know you're in NYC. Too busy, too crazy, too hot, too cold, too late. I'm sold again on NYC. Come on, you slow pokes, we gotta get to the Roxy before the prices change.
NYC, the shadows at sundown, the roofs that scrape the sky. NYC, the rich and the rundown, the big parade goes by.
No other town has the Empire State and a mayor 5'2".
No other town in the whole 48 could have compared to you. Oh, NYC. love the best. The California pays big for art. The fan mail comes addressed to NYC. Tomorrow, penthouse. That's way up high. Tonight, the why not? It's NYC. NYC, you're standing room only. You crowd, you're still the champ. Ain't it for Quiet down there!
Immediate seating. There's immediate seating.
Popcorn. What do you say some popcorn? I haven't had popcorn since. Give in, don't fight. Good girl, good night. Sleep tight in NYC.
Once again, we bring you the romance of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove for herself that just because a woman is 35 or more, romance in life need not be over. That romance can live at 35 and after.
Oh, merciful God, I hope so.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Oh, yeah, Farrell. Curly, what's the matter? Welbeck set up with Annie already?
Oh, no, on the contrary. Mr. Warwick is delighted with Annie, and Annie's having the time of her life.
How nice.
Miss Hannigan, I know you're busy, but this needs to be signed and sent back to Mr. Donatelli at the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
What for?
That Mr. Warwick is so taken with Annie that, guess what?
What?
He wants to adopt her.
How nice. How wonderful. Now let me get this wonderful news straight. Annie's going to be Warbucks' kid, daughter of a millionaire?
Oh, no. The daughter of a billionaire.
A billionaire?
And Mr. Warwick has asked me to drop by to tell you in person that Annie won't be coming back here, ever.
Ever? Oh, my. Would you excuse me for just a moment, please? Got any more wonderful news?
Well, good day, Miss Hannigan, and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Oops, pardon me, Blondie. Hey, Aggie. Hey, sis. Long time no see.
Rooster! They finally let you out of prison. What we in for this time?
Some old geezer said I swindled him out of $100.
Why do you say that?
Because the rooster swindles him out of $1,100. Sis, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine from Jersey City.
Meet Lily, St. Regis.
I'm named after the hotel.
Which floor?
Don't you just love us, sis?
Yeah, I'm nuts about her. Brewster, do me a favor. Get out of here and take the St. Regis with you.
Hey, Aggie, so who was that blondie I bumped into when I came in? Looked like she had a couple of dollars.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks, the millionaire?
No, the billionaire, you dumb hotel. Annie, one of the orphans from here. Annie, oh God, I hate that kid. It's getting adopted by him.
Crummy orphan. It ain't fair. Yeah, it ain't fair. Living in an apple luxury, while the two Hannigan kids ended up in the skids.
It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 while she gets $4.
Ugh, you little brat. It ain't fair, this your life is driving me nuts. Whoa, we get peanuts. She's living fast.
She holds the key, that little lady.
To getting more bucks.
Instead of less. Maybe we fix the game with something shady. Where does that put us? Give you one guess. Yes! Easy 3. Easy 3. Annie is the key. Yes, sorry, yes, sorry, yes, sorry, yeah! Easy 3. Easy 3. That's where we're gonna be.
Yes, 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 Mr. President. No, I'm not asking for your help. I've never asked for any man's help and never will. I'm saying you have to do something and you gotta do it darn fast. Okay, we'll talk about it on
Friday.
Friday. Listen, Mr. President, why don't we bury the hatchet and you and Mrs. Roosevelt come here for supper Christmas Eve? You will? Wonderful. Bye, Mr. President. If I thought he was going to say yes, I never would have asked him. Grace, find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
The package from Tiffany's?
Arrived this morning.
Fine. I'm going to give this thing to her, then tell her I want to adopt her.
You don't have to be nervous, sir. She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
You're darn right she is. And I'm not nervous. Get her down here.
Yes, sir. Drake,
Yes, ma'am?
Mr. Warbucks will see Annie now.
Miss Annie, Mr. Warbucks will see you now. Thank you, Mr. Drake.
Hello, Annie. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Oh, Annie, of course not. Annie, I was born into a very poor family, and both of my parents died before I was even 10. So one day I made a promise to myself. Someday, one way or another, I was going to be rich. Very rich.
That was a good idea.
By the time I was 23, I'd made my first million. And in 10 years, I made that into 100 million. But lately, I've realized something. If you have no one to share your life with, if you're alone, well, then you might as well be broke. Annie, do you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
Sure,
Good.
kind of.
Kind of.
I guess not.
Darn! Annie, will you come here for a moment, please? I was in Tiffany's yesterday, and I picked this up for you.
For me? Gee, thanks. Gee.
It's a silver locket, Annie. I noticed that old broken one that you wear around your neck, and I told myself, I'm gonna get that kid a nice new locket. Here, let's take this old one off and...
No, please don't take my locket off. This locket my mother and father gave to me when they left me at the orphanage. And a note, too. They're coming back for me. And I know I'm real lucky being here with you for Christmas and all, but the one thing I want in all the world is to find my mother and father and to be like all the other kids with folks of my own.
Annie. I'll find your parents for you.
Shh, Annie.
I'll get her a brandy.
Miss Annie, just see if there's anyone who could find your parents. Mr. Warbucks is the man.
You don't have to worry, dear. Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father. If he has to put everyone on the organization to the job, if he has to pull every political string there is to pull.
Up to and including the White House, dear.
Annie, please give me your locket.
But Mr. Warbucks, I told you that.
I understand, but it could be our best clue. We'll have the FBI trace where it was made and then who bought it.
And maybe they should have my note, too.
You watch, Annie. You may be meeting your mother and father within a couple of days.
Really?
Really.
I better go write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long.
And pretty soon, everyone will know that I'm looking for my mother and father, because we're going to go on the radio and tell them. So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me Maybe now this prayer's the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby?
Thank you, Annie, on America's favorite radio program, The Oxen Ass Smiles, starring the old softy, Bert Healy.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
But still, remember, folks.
Smile, darn you, smile.
Right, girls, smile, darn you, smile.
Sir, who's up who just walked down WBAF studio?
Why, it's none other than that wealthy Duchess and Wall Street tycoon, Oliver Warbucks.
Good evening, all Warbucks. It's nice of you to drop by.
Good evening, Bert Healy. It's nice to be here.
All Warbucks, I understand they have something to tell the people at home about wonderful little Annie here.
Yes, Annie is an 11-year-old foundling who was left on the steps of New York's Municipal Orphanage on the night of December 21st, 1922.
And aren't you now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents?
Yes, Bert Healy. I am now conducting a coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I am offering a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they are Annie's parents.
Wow!
$50,000. Wow, all Warbucks.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 50,000 smackers.
Quiet, Wappy. This is not
Thank you, Bert Healy. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the makers of all new
Just read it.
Oxidant toothpaste with Miracle K64 to fight bad breath for letting me appear here this evening. Good night, Bert Healy.
Good night, all Warbucks. So, Annie's parents, if you listen in, there's $50,000 and a wonderful little daughter waiting for you.
So get in touch, you hear?
Well, I see by the old clock in the wall there, and our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you can say oxygen.
O-X-Y-D-E-N-T.
The toothpaste to the stars to make your teeth all even bright. So for the Our Smiles family, Ronnie, Bonnie, and Connie, the lovely boy sisters, Fanny McCracken.
And Marky.
And Janie Johnson, radio's only masked announcer.
This is Bert Healy saying, hey, hobo man, hey, dapper dad, you both got your style, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be blue bombardy, they stand at the mob, but brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what you're wearing on Main Street or Salville Road? Is what you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe that matters. So senator, so janitor, so long for a while, but man, you're never fully dressed without a.
Ready or not, here he goes. Listen to Bert tap the smiling toes.
Ah, the lovely boy sisters. This is Miss Huey's boy saying till next week, same time, same station. And gosh, I almost forgot. Good night.
Gee, Annie on the radio coast to coast. She's
funny papers. Now get out of here! Get to bed! Ah! She never misses! $50,000 reward. $50,000! What I couldn't do with $50,000. Oh, God, I hate Annie so much. Think that was her mother.
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah, what do you want?
Ma'am, was you working here 11 years ago?
Yeah?
Well, we had terrible troubles back then, and we had to head up north to Canada. And we had to leave a baby here on the front stoop. Our little girl, our Annie.
Annie! You're Annie's parents?
Yes, ma'am, we are.
I can't believe it. Where'd you say you come from again?
A little farm up Canada where they got lots of geese and chicken and ducks and roosters. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Gotcha, sis.
OMG, Rooster. I never would have known it was you in 100 years.
Fooled ya, Aggie. And we're gonna fool Warbucks, too. Get ourselves 50,000 big ones. But, sis, we need your help for details about Annie that can help us pull this thing off.
Sure, I can help you a lot. But what's in it for me?
3-way split, Aggie.
Half.
Half?
Half.
Half. Okay. 25 grand each. But we gotta do it fast. Give them some of the old rooster razzle-dazzle. In, out, get the money, get the kid, and get out of town.
Kid's a problem. What are we gonna do with her afterward?
Aggie, that's no problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears. For good. We get ourselves a 50 grand, and we blow this crummy and we Lil Emil and meet ya.
Where? Oh, yeah!
Drake, do you realize look at these questionnaires. Do you realize I've talked to 627 women who claim to be Annie's mother and 619 men who claim to be her father? That makes, let me see,
1,246.
all liars. Drake, I never realized how many dishonest people were on the island of Manhattan.
Some are from the Bronx, miss.
Ace, we're back.
Where are they, Miss Farrell? Where are all the people?
They're gone, dear. Come and gone. I'm sorry, but they were all liars and fakes after nothing but the $50,000.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket.
Oh, gee. I was sure somebody was going to be my mother and father. Mr. Warbucks, this is a special messenger from the FBI.
Ah, finally. Agent Gunderson succeeded in tracing the identity of the manufacturer of Annie's locket in Utica, New York. Over 90,000 were made and sold.
Oh, gee.
I'm sorry, Annie. I'm afraid the FBI doesn't think there's any chance in a million of finding your parents' locket.
That's okay. You tried your best. Anyway, I guess a kid can go along with after mother and father. You didn't turn out so bad. All them Duesenbergs hanging on the walls.
Grace, do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Right here.
Annie, I'd like to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
Well, I guess if I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one for a father I'd rather have than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration, and you can have anyone in the whole world who'd like to come to it. Who would you like?
Well, I'd like Miss Farrell here, and Mr. Drake, and Mrs. Greer, and, well, everybody here.
Of course, that's who I'd like too. Drake, Mrs. Greer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Drake, tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be the guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Greer, we'll need flowers, caviar, and champagne.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and the kids, too.
I'm afraid it'll be way past their bedtime, but I'll tell you what. Tomorrow morning, we'll have everyone from the orphanage here for a big Christmas party.
Oh, boy. Miss Hannigan, too?
Miss Hannigan, too. Why not? Annie, you just made me the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid.
Together at last,
Together forever.
we're tying a knot.
They never can sever.
I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you.
Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again,
Yesterday was plain awful.
but that's not now.
That's then. I'm poor as a mouse.
I'm richer than Midas,
But nothing on earth could ever divide us.
and if tomorrow
I'm an apple seller too.
I don't need anything, anything, anything. I don't need
Anything but you. Sir, may I present Mr. and Mrs. Mudge? Excuse us, folks.
Shirley, look, there's our Annie.
Who are you? Honey, where are your mom and dad?
Mudge is the name, Ralph Mudge, and this is the wife, Cheryl.
And you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge?
We were sick and broke, honey, and didn't know which way to turn. A man offered us a job up on a farm in Canada.
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
Mr. Mudge, is it? We've seen a great number of people who've...
Proof! I expect you be wanting proof of who we are. Here's Annie's birth certificate and our driver's license.
Baby girl, name, Anna Elizabeth Mudge. Born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, New York, October 28th, 1922.
October 28th. That's my birthday. Oh, Annie, all the years I dreamed of holding you in my arms again.
And here's something you wouldn't know about. When we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half a silver locket and kept the other half. So's.
Ralph, look, Annie's wearing the locket.
And here's the part we kept. Yep, it fits perfectly.
Just a minute there, Mr. Mudge. What about the money?
Money? Well, we ain't got much, but we'd be glad to give you whatever.
You haven't heard that I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who can prove that they are Annie's parents?
No, sir. We don't know nothing about no check. Anyway, we don't want no money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember that little pig farm out in New Jersey? With $50,000, we could afford to bring Annie up right in the country. Fresh air, fresh eggs.
Certified. Huh? All I gotta do is make it out to myself.
That's correct. Tomorrow morning.
tomorrow morning.
Would you mind if Annie stays here until tomorrow morning, Christmas? Then you can come back to pick up Annie and the check.
Whatever you prefer, sir. Bye, Annie. Bye, Annie, love. Until tomorrow morning, honey, and you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Oops. Bye, me Blondie. Merry Christmas!
Well, this is wonderful news.
Yes, wonderful news.
Yeah.
Drake, call the staff. We must celebrate because we just had the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. 3 cheers for Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge.
Hooray!
Annie!
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, I have the strangest feeling I've seen that Mr. Mudge before, and he's not who he says he is.
That I won't give her up till we're certain.
But how?
I'll find a way. I'll go straight to the top, to the President of the United States, even if he is a Democrat.
Silly to cry, nothing to fear. Betcha New Jersey's as nice as right here. Betcha my life is gonna be swell. Looking at them, it's easy to tell. And maybe I'll forget how nice he was to me, and how I was almost his baby. Maybe. Merry Christmas, Miss Farrell. Mr. Warbucks.
Merry Christmas, Annie. You're up early.
Yes, well, my folks are coming for me, and I thought to wait for them here. Will you come and see me sometimes?
I'll see you, Annie.
You're up early, too.
Well, dear, we've been up all night. FBI men coming and going, and we've had quite the time of it. Annie, did you know that President Roosevelt was here?
Really?
Annie, I have some very difficult news to tell you, and the President's going to help me tell it to you. Mr. President?
Merry Christmas, Mr. President Roosevelt.
Merry Christmas, Annie. Annie, early this morning, FBI Director telephoned me some very sad news. He's seeing to the identity of your parents.
Yes, we already know, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear, your parents were David and Margaret Bennett.
David and Margaret Bennett? Where are they?
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
You mean I'm an orphan after all, like the other kids?
Are you all right, Annie?
Yes, because, you see, I guess I always knew that I was an orphan, because I knew that my parents loved me, and they would have come for me if they weren't.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too, Mr. Warbucks. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
That a girl. Who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but the thing is, they knew about the locket.
The locket. That's her key.
Yeah, but nobody knew about the locket except for us and the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the children from the orphanage. Oh, boy!
Ah, Ah, Miss Hannigan, delighted to meet you.
Same here, and I've known you anyways. You're the yellow bucks, right?
Yes, Miss Hannigan. Let me introduce you to everyone. You know my secretary, Miss Farrell, of course. And this is the President of the United States. And this is my butler, Drake.
It's great to see you, kids.
Gee, what a great place.
Who don't live in this dump?
Look, there's presents here for all of us.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Warbucks, this just came from the FBI.
Comes the dawn. Now it all fits together.
Annie, come look at this.
Leaping lizards. Who would have guessed? May I present Mr. and Mrs. Mudge?
Show them in, Drake.
Won't you please come in?
Good morning.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
There she is, Cheryl, our little girl.
Your little girl.
Well, we don't want to bother you on Christmas and all. We just came to pick up Annie, her suitcase. Oh, and the check.
Ah, yes, the check. Here you go, Ralph. $50,000 certified.
Certified. Paid to the order of Ralph Mudge.
Read it again.
Paid to the order of The Jig is Up.
Yes, the jig is up, Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Rose Franklin. I believe this fraud is a federal offense, and you and your Secret Service man have the right to arrest.
Yes, Oliver, they certainly do.
Just say the word, Mr. President.
Luis, turn them over.
Yes, sir.
Jack the Hoffman.
And I believe you'll find that this woman is their accomplice too. Arrest her too, please.
Me? I never seen these people till yesterday.
Aw, come off it, Aggie.
Yeah, sis. If me and Lil are taking a fall, so are you.
Annie, so how nice and good I always was to you.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan. But remember the one thing you always taught me? Never tell a lie.
Rat! I'll let you on a secret. I never liked you, you little gold digger.
This is unfair. What is this? I don't care. Get it on!
This is not my fault.
Annie, we'd like to meet your friends.
Kids, this is Miss Grace Farrell. Hi, kids. And this is Mr. Daddy Warbucks. Hello.
Hi, kids.
Oh, and this is the President of the United States.
Hi, kids.
Listen, kids, Miss Hannigan is gone for good.
And you won't have to work anymore. Instead, you'll have classrooms and teachers.
Oh, but listen, no more mush.
Yes, girls, for you and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas is going to be the beginning of a wonderful new life.
Yes, and a new horizon. A new vision. A new deal. Hey, I rather like that. A new deal.
So do I, Franklin. A new deal. I know the depression's depressing.
The carols are stilled, the stores aren't filled, and windows have minus their dressing. The children don't grin, the Santas are thin,
And I've heard a terrible rumor. No goodwill, no cheer.
but we'll get a new deal for Christmas this year.
The snowflakes are frightened of falling, and no one outfits, no peppermint sticks.
And all through the land, folks are bawling.
And filled with despair, his cupboards are bare.
But Santa's got brand new assistants.